Hey guys, it's Salvaje. So here is my weekly store review for the week of October 17th all the way up to October 24th for, of course, Fortnite Save the World. Let's get right into it. Let's not waste your time. Let's talk about the Gravedigger. This is just a really good, consistent, medium ammo assault rifle in Fortnite Save the World, and as you guys can see, it's a really unique rifle. I definitely think you should get your hands on it because we don't know if you're going to be able to obtain this assault rifle during the Fortnitemares event. And on top of all that, like I said, it's a really good assault rifle that uses medium bullets. It tends to lose about 50% of its damage or so when it comes down to about 5 to 6 tiles high. I mean 5 to 6 tiles long. But for the most part, it's an assault rifle that gets the job done, and it's definitely an assault rifle that you want to have in your loadout. Okay, it's really consistent. But I can't really say the same for the Rat King. I've been playing with this weapon all night, and for the most part, I also played with the weapon a lot when it came down to my weapon review, the Rat King, and my thoughts on the Rat King are still the same. It's honestly just a really good weapon that provides high impact damage, but if you have a Hydra, honestly, you're good. You don't really need this weapon if you have a Hydra, because in my opinion, I think the Hydra is way more consistent than the Rat King. The Rat King has a slow fire rate, low magazine size, and on top of all that, has a really slow reload speed, and that's the biggest thing that holds back the Rat King. On top of all that, it's a weapon that provides really high impact damage. But keep in mind, you can also just run a Nightclaw shotgun and you're just going to be just as fine, or you can run a bundle bus. Basically, the Rat King is just one of those weapons that it's basically an option. It's not really a must-have. So if you can't grind the gold for this weapon, honestly, I wouldn't really feel too bad about it. It's not really a big deal. Cozy Campfire, if you don't have a Cozy Campfire, sure, you might as well just buy it. Copper Deathwing. So when it comes down to sniper rifles that use medium bullets, I've seen a lot of people use the Deathwing, and in my opinion, I think if you're looking for a medium bullet type sniper, the Deathwing is of course the right weapon for you. However, I'm not a guy that just uses sniper rifles like the Deathwing, so that's all I'm going to say. All of the Deadshot Jets players that I've played with, they have told me that the Deathwing is good. That's why they use it. But I'm just gonna let you guys know, again, I don't use this weapon, so I can't tell you guys more about it. Alright, so Reperk, obviously you need to buy it. Fleetfoot Ken, honestly, I just don't really think he's really consistent, so I don't really think you should buy it if you're a new player. You should put in your gold towards Trail Blaster Buzz. Obviously, it's really obvious, right? But you should be buying all of these resources if you, of course, have the gold and if you have the time. Get the 2 epic survivors if you're starting out with the game. Now let's talk about Trail Blaster Buzz, okay? So this is basically a poor man's reclaimer or a budget reclaimer outlander. Long story short, she specializes on Shock Tower and the Teddy, except that she doesn't have the perk that the reclaimers have, that every time you get 60 kills, you basically just get fragment. Long story short, her Teddy focuses on increased range and slowing down opponents when the Teddy hits the opponent, so of course that's very helpful because that means you're going to be able to dish out more damage. On top of all that, she also has the Your Move Creep tactical bonus, and that means that your decoy is going to be able to lure in mist monsters, because apparently, you know, that's either a bug or something that Epic sort of put into the game. On top of that, she also has Make It Count, which, you know, it's very helpful if you're running someone like Ranger Deadeye, for example. Anyways, long story short, her Shock Tower also hits more targets and of course has more impact due to this little perk right here, Electro Shock. And of course, when you have a fragment, the Teddy and Shock Tower cooldown reduction is increased by 50% when you have a fragment. I've met a lot of players that use Trail Blaster Buzz, and they always tell me the same thing. She's actually a really underrated outlander, but an outlander that's of course pretty good. Obviously by the legendary Flux. And that's pretty much it. That's my weekly store review for the week of October 17th all the way up to October 24th. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to join the Salvaje Cartel. And of course, if you guys could support me as a part of the Support a Creator program, I would highly appreciate it. See you guys in the next one. Peace.